Okay guys, back to a little more Skyrim. I was going to do this on the Mark for Death shout that you find at Autumn Watch Tower and also the shack next to there where you find the Diadem and the Savant, but I thought it might be interesting to note if no one had discovered this place that there's a unique item in here, and it doesn't really have a whole lot of relevance to the game, but I guess it's kind of cool, especially if you want to decorate your house with unique stuff that you find around the map. It's this butterfly in a jar. And it's an actual living butterfly that just flies around aimlessly in a jar. And that's it. But it can be found on a shelf here in a place called the Alchemist Shack. And if you go to Iverstead, which is the town that you go to before you go up the 7,000 steps to High Hrothgar up here, Iverstead, just go straight south. And it's right here. There is also a path leading all the way through the mountains here that goes back to, there's Helgen and there's Riverwood, okay? And I'll eventually be going to Orphan Rock here so I can get Nettlebane so I can fix the tree in Whiterun. But anyway, so just in relation to the map where this is. Alright, from here, I'll be heading southeast. I'll pass through this Imperial camp here. And there's Autumn Watch Tower. Now, if you see my marker there, just a little bit to the right of that, to the east of that, is this shack. I think it's Froki or I don't remember this dude's name. Anyway, the shack will be right here, and that is where you find the Diadem of the Savant. That is one of my favorite items in the game. It is a circlet that counts as light armor, and it's the only one that does so that I'm aware of, unless they've come up with something new. Once I get it. In fact, go ahead and stop this and I'll recontinue when I get it. I'm almost there. If you look up to the right here, you can see there's Autumn Watch Tower, where I'll be going to. In fact, you can even, right there, see the dragon sitting on his wall. I will leave him alone for the time being and run up here to the left instead, to the southeast side. See the little house map marker up there. It's this dude's shack. Now, he gives you a quest. The guy that's in there, it's this dude and his grandson there. Talk to him. There's also a book on archery on a shelf in there. It's a stealable item, so be careful about actually taking it while he's watching you, but it can be read for free. And here it is, the Diadem of the Savant. And what's unique about this is, like I said, it is a circlet that counts as light armor. If you look at the top left corner of that, only one that is like that. It's not upgradable. You can't raise the armor value of it, but it does count towards your light armor bonus if you're playing a light armor character. And it does have some armor rating if you're playing in any weight of armor and you just prefer not to have a helmet on, you know, at least it is a somewhat protected piece of headgear. You know, even if you're a heavy armor guy, but if you're light armor looking for that complete bonus and you'd prefer not to wear a helmet like me, this is ideal. Also, it says spells in all schools cost less magicka to cast. And if you go look at your stats once you have this equipped, your active effects under magic, I believe, down here, it'll show. Fortify, alteration, conjuration, just yada yada yada, etc. Anyway, and that is what this thing gives you. 5% off, I believe, all magic school costs. Which, you know, adds up, because as you gain experience. Now, I would go in here and talk to him, but I don't want to waste your time in the video. I'd rather show you where this... Froki, that's it. I'd rather show you where the stuff is over there at the Dragon Towers. But anyway, just wanted to show you where that Diadem was before I ran over and got that word. I always do these things at the same time. So when I get back over to that tower, we'll restart this again when I go aggro that dragon. Okay. Now, having worked my way over here towards the towers after talking to Froki and his grandson and getting a quest, go kill the almighty guardian skeever. Awesome. Anyway, there is here notably a skill book and a set of magic boots. It'll always be a set of magic boots, usually hide boots. That's all I've ever found. But I'll grab the leather, and there's even a blacksmith draft or two to be found. Random leather stuff. Blacksmith's filter. I think that's the strongest one. It's either the filter or the draft is the stout one. It gives you the biggest boost at the table, and I believe this is a learning book here. Yes. Apparently I've already learned that, whatever it is. But there it is. And there's a pair of high boots here, and this is resist shock, and it'll just be random. I've gotten all kinds. Lift, carry weight, resist shock, resist fire, blah, blah, blah. But anyway. So the first tower, some random leather stuff, and a book, and a magic pair of boots. Every time. I believe they respawn also. After so many days. I don't know if it's 3 days or a month, but after a certain amount of game time. Now there'll be a dragon at the top of this tower. Oh, silver. Sweet. I didn't know about this. Learn something new every time you play through this game. Anyway, there is a dragon and a master level chest, 2 vampire dust. Let me think. Of course, the shout, the word that I'm coming up here for in the first place. There'll be one more random book to read, not a learning book. A random book up here somewhere. A few imp stools, barrels. Some of these may hold alchemy ingredients, maybe. Not this one. But anyway. Should be a book right here, yes. If you're one that just collects books just to have them on your shelf, there you go. Coin purse. Ah, here it is, though. There's some alchemy stuff. Alchemy stuff. Alright. Now, this dragon's already aggroed. Now, a lot of times when you come here, he won't be aggroed on you. He'll be aggroed on some draugr that are behind that wall. And yes, he is. He's up there fighting them, I believe. You see his red dot. He's back over here, but he's concerned with them up there, right? So, right, what I can do is I can go get this word, and if I have a dragon soul in my pocket, which I believe I do, I can unlock it just right now. I understand this is really cheap, but he's always getting bothered by these draugr that are up behind that wall. There is a way to get back into that area. It's basically between this tower and the shack I just came from. He basically goes straight south through there. Anyway, another random book to read and or collect, and there should be 2 vampire dust here. Yep. And master chest, whatever that may contain. Take that, and that. Thank you very much. And I believe I do have a soul. I do. There we go. Now I have my absolute favorite shout in the game, and it's just to go find the other 2 and just make it stronger. But this one, as it is, it's a really quick recharge rate, and the first time you hit somebody with this, basically their resistances are turned to nothing. At the higher tiers, it will actually start to drain their health. I haven't noticed that it gives it to you when it steals it from them. It might, but I just know that their health bar will start going down. And every attack you make on them just does a lot more damage. I mean, a noticeable extra amount of damage. Instead of their health bar just barely slivering down, especially with like these dragons and stuff, you slap them with this shout and let it eat away at them for a while, especially a full shout with all 3 words. And next thing you know, the next arrow you hit them with, a quarter, half of their health just goes. And that's even on